World YouTube channel. You're all well. It's only a quick video. I just read a great article and caught up with a few things overnight about Tim Steidten. He had an interview with Sky Sports Germany. He was asked a few questions in regards to West Ham and the differences between, you know, the Bundesliga director of football model and how the Premier, well, how West Ham run it. I wouldn't say Premier League. And they said to him, so what's the difference, you know? And he said it's night and day. I'm sort of paraphrasing a little bit and filling in the gaps, but he sort of said it's night and day. In Germany, we have a specific role where we're basically given full reign, basically get to pick, fire, hire the manager, pick the players that suit the team so that there's a smooth transition. We know this. And he said in England, or at West Ham, there's a difference. There's owners that bring the money and bring emotion and want to be involved. You know, that was a little dig at little Dave. Again, it all just adds up, you know. It was never going to fully work with Tim. Did Tim get everything right? Not everything. But again, his hands were tied behind his back. We know that. He weren't allowed to pick the manager he wanted. And some of the players that he wanted were not fully his. It was very much a, you have one, I have one, and Dave has one, you know, with Moyes and then with Lopetegui as well. And, you know, you were never going to get a team that could have a full chemistry, a full identity, you know. And he was talking about Fulkrug, about how much we actually ended up paying for him, and he thinks it's a good deal for a German international. And listen, Fulkrug did have a slight injury record, bad injury record, but he's a good player. From what I've seen of him, every time he plays, he looks like he's passionate. He demands the best. You know, we see him with his interviews after games last season, and we all said, listen, this is what we want to hear. This is what, you know, what I want to see from a West Ham player. So, again, it looks like Guilherme is a good player as well. I didn't doubt Guilherme. Every time I've seen him, you can see there's a raw, you know, special player in there, and I'm hoping to see a lot of him next season. But yeah, it's interesting, and it's back to this, you know, it just creates that more frustration because we've not signed anyone as well. We still have that going on. So no director of football will be able to succeed at West Ham under this regime. Nick done a fantastic video on Pratt and Blues a couple of days ago talking about, you know, is there a way of saving West Ham? And with the director of football thing, you know, with Dan Ashworth and stuff like that, I'd love to see it, you know, but they're never going to get the full reign. They're never going to be able to pick their managers. They're never going to be able to fully pick the players because, as I said, Sullivan wants one, the manager will want one, then Ashworth would want one, or whoever this director of football is. He was talking about one, I think it was in the Portuguese league, the Benfica team. One of the kids I actually teach is a huge Benfica fan. And I was talking to him about it, and he said, yeah, this guy's, you know, completely revolutionised our team. He's been playing kids and, you know, really doing great things, and his dad loves this guy, like what he's done there. Yeah, it's just confirms really what we all knew what was going on anyway. It's just frustrating. It's so annoying. Listen, good to see the players back yesterday, but as Gonzo pointed out, no new signings. Again, what does that say? You know, we get excited when we see the new signings on the videos and stuff, you know. The players get excited, like, oh, what's this guy about? You know, how skillful is he? Or how good a defender is he? There's nothing. There's no excitement going this season. And I think, you know, we keep saying it, and I keep saying it. We are desperate. We are desperate for some sort of excitement at the club at the minute to lift us. Because at the minute, we're all going into the season with apathy and dread, really, aren't we? We are. I'm dreading the season. I think, you know, if we lose to Sunderland, it's going to be a long, long season, and I really worry for it. One good thing I did like yesterday, seeing Jimmy Somerville. You know, good to see him. Apparently, he's not going to be back till about end of September, but you know, he's a good player, Jimmy. I like Jimmy, and I hope you know, he doesn't have no more setbacks now and can be ready to go at some point, you know, probably after the international break in September. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. But yeah, that's what Tim Steidten sort of said briefly. You know, I'm not going to milk it out too long. That's what he said. That's what I think about it. And it'd be nice to know what you guys think about it. Hit the like button before you do leave. And if you've made it to the end and you don't just subscribe, it'd be nice to get some more. We're very close to 5k. Come on, you irons.